A very good evening to you. Welcome to the midweek edition of the show. I'm Yemi Adebayo. As we speak, matches currently going on in the UEFA Champions League. Two matches concluded already. Let's start with that. Istanbul Başakşehir, the Turkish side, defeated Manchester United 2-1. Zenit St. Petersburg and Italian side Lazio settled for a 1-all draw in the UEFA Champions League. These are results from matches played today. Just again for emphasis, Istanbul Başakşehir defeated Manchester United 2-1. Zenit St. Petersburg played a 1-all draw with Lazio, meaning they settled for a share of the spoils. These are the games currently going on. Chelsea, a goal up against Stade Rennes of France. Sevilla trailing Krasnodar by 2 goals. You have Zenit St. Petersburg and Lazio. We spoke about this one already concluded. Club Brugge trailing Dortmund by 2 goals. Dortmund leading in that one as well. Barcelona have scored a goal against Dynamo Kiev. Varos trailing Juventus by a goal. Istanbul Başakşehir and Manchester United, like we said, ended 2-1. RB Leipzig trailing French moneybags PSG by a goal. So that's the situation report for you with regards to the UEFA Champions League. But we want to start from home this evening. Let's talk about the Handball Premier League. Let's take you through some of the results of what is going on in the Handball Premier League currently going down in Abuja. Rima Strikers defeated Confluence Stars 34 points to 27. Delta Force lost to Shivavami Staff Shooters 25 points to 34. You have Carter Stars beat Bornu Spiders 30 points to 27. Niger United lost to Safety Shooters 21 points to 24. All of these are match day 5 results. Let's talk about the women quickly. Benue Queens lost to Imo Grasshoppers 16 points to 28. Carter Queens lost to Safety Babes 20 points to 25. Defender Babes also lost to Plateau Peacocks 15 points to 18. These are the results. Let's go on and talk about match day 6 at the Handball Premier League currently going on in the nation's capital, Abuja. Kano Pillars will take on Plateau Vipers. Rima Strikers will be up against Lagos Seasiders. Shivavami Staff Shooters will square off against the Defenders. That's talking about the men in the men's category. We switch and talk about the ladies now. And this is what is going to happen on match day 6. That's tomorrow. For the ladies, you have the Desert Queens up against Safety Babes. Carter Queens up against Adorable Angels. Benue Queens up against Plateau Peacocks. Then you have Seasider Babes up against Edo Dynamos. That's what's going to happen in the women's category. Talking about the Handball Premier League, and trust us on this show to fill you up, fill you in with whatever is happening right there in Abuja with regards to the Handball Premier League. At some point on the show, I will be joined by someone who knows a lot about football, likes football like we all do. Okay, let's just go straight and talk with him. Let's have this chat for the remainder of this abridged version of the show. Olamide Oshilade joins me now. Olamide, it's good to have you join me on the show tonight. Let me welcome you. I know it's a bit difficult to be on the show when you could be watching football, but we appreciate it a lot. I don't know if you can hear me, Olamide. It's good to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you very much. I can hear you.
Okay. All right. So your immediate reaction to matches already concluded. Manchester United, the slump appears to continue. They lost to Istanbul Başakşehir 2-1. Zenit St. Petersburg and Lazio settled for a share of the spoils. Your immediate reaction, are you surprised with the Manchester United result?
Uh, should I say surprising? Actually, I won't say surprising because Manchester United throughout the season they've been unstable. Of course, contemplating if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be the right man for the job, or if he should be asked. Of course, I don't go with him being asked from his job. I think he can do better with the squad he has. But he's just not getting the connection well with all his star players that he has at his disposal. But at that particular match, sloppy defending, Manchester United not taking their chances. When it comes to the big teams, they do properly, they do well. They play with all their hearts and play out their lives. But I think they just felt like they could just turn up any day and just come out with 3 points, and which they were cut short today, unfortunately. But as
Uh,
for
yeah,
okay,
yeah. Continue.
basically, yeah, basically, I feel like they need to connect, the dots between midfield and attack. Looking at Cavani making those runs, stretching up the pitch for them. They're not feeding him balls. He's a proper striker. They're not giving him the right service that he needs. So there's so many things missing. From the midfield, even at the defense. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can do better. Than what he's doing right now.
All right. Okay, Olamide, there are some issues in the world of sports that I want us to talk about. And from time to time, we will be switching to the UEFA Champions League when there is an update. But I want us to just quickly discuss, take out some issues. Let's talk about this guy, Mamadou Sakho, former Liverpool defender. Is Whether has agreed to pay damages, the amount has not been disclosed. But of course, for what happened 4 years ago, when it was said that he had some banned substance in his system, and later it got cleared. But now the story is whether issues an apology to him, and also paying him an undisclosed amount for damages to his reputation.
Um, these players are big name, they are big brands, and a lot of things happen. A lot of fake news out there. A lot of people want to extort them. So for me, basically, I've always been on the player side. If a player comes out clean because he has gone through training, he has reputation. This he didn't just get to where he is today or by merit, by hard work. And these players go through a lot of discipline, training. They are disciplined in nature, so you can't just write them off. Although yes, some of them fumble along the line, but I always stand with the player. So whenever some of these stories come up, I see it as something that wants to just tarnish their brand. And thank God that 4 years down the line, something like this has happened to clear the players. Even though we've kind of forgotten about it and let it slide off, but of course that thing actually affected the player's brand. It affected his playing, his performance on the pitch, and they deserve to pay. Of course, we don't know how much they have paid. Is an undisclosed fee, but it should be a hefty fee, just to console him. And of course, you can't buy back, what he has lost. He has lost so many deals, as a brand, which he is. And I think they should pay more, even though we don't know. But
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, because I and you wouldn't take it. We won't take such type of thing.
All right. Even though Wada and they had to sort themselves out with it. Later, they said it was a mix-up, and he had to be provisionally suspended for 30 days. At that time, he was at that point he was playing for Liverpool. He had to miss the Europa League final, and also the Euro 2016. As a result, probably would have made the French squad to the Euros if not for this. And I do agree with you that his brand suffered as a result of all of this, because a lot of people would have thought, oh, he spiked his system. But I'm very happy for him, and I also agree with you that Wada's apology at least will go far. We don't know the amount that they've paid, but at least it's a good way to end all of this. And hopefully, this kind of mistakes will not happen. I'm hoping that they will be clear about which substance is banned and which substance is not banned, because that's the root cause of this incident involving Mamadou Sakho. And I don't really see anything wrong that the player has done. And I guess we can just let it end there. Although you're saying maybe whatever amount they pay, they should pay, they should pay double. But we'll see
They
where
should.
it goes from that.
Honestly, if you look at it, they can't fix it. You
Yeah,
see what what
they
what
can't
he
fix
has
it.
he
Yeah,
has
they
lost.
can't fix the damage. Yeah, it's
It,
true.
they
It's
can't
true.
they can't fix it. He's grown older. He's yeah he grew older. He's passed a lot of things. He's bounced back. Even though not at that same level which he was, but you can't fix it. So what they should be bringing on the table is some. He has fans. He has people that were looking up to him. You understand what they should be bringing to the table? They shouldn't be hiding it from the public. They should bring it and say, "This is what we have done. This is what we are going to do. In fact, in the next 10 years, this is what he will be getting. These are the kind of deals that I want to put in front of him, so that he can bounce back to that the potential that he would have lived up to."
Okay. All right. So let's leave Mamadou Sakho and talk about Diego Armando Maradona. The sporting world kept vigil. Maradona. The news about him. He's had brain surgery. A lot of people were afraid that things might happen. His doctors were quick to say that he didn't have COVID, he didn't have stroke like some people thought, but there were issues that they had to quickly sort out. But the news is, Olamide, that Maradona is in recovery now. The surgery was successful, but I don't know if you were scared like some other people. A lot of people felt it's too early to lose Maradona. It's just 60 years, but now we hear that the surgery is successful.
Um, Maradona is a soldier. He has always been a soldier right from his playing days. And he's always a fighter. He's been sick. He'll come out strong. And what people are expecting, from him is not what is happening, because we understand that people have a certain perspective of him, kind of, not, you know, uh, probably some people say he's been a drug addict, and all of that stuff, that he's not been doing pretty well for himself. But recently, we can see that he's come out of that. He's taking the positives, and he's been winning on the side, even where he's coaching. So he's been good, but for him to have that, we actually thought it was a very light sickness when the news first broke. Though we thought, as they said it's not COVID. We're happy about that. And Maradona is a legend. We shouldn't be losing our legends just like that. I mean, we all want Pele to grow so old. We all want Maradona to grow so old, so that they can keep inspiring us. You can see Messi even sent a heartfelt message to him, because he means so much for the football world. I mean, for us to lose another legend right now is not what we want, especially in 2020.
Yeah, a lot has happened in 2020 already, and
So much.
losing an icon like Maradona shouldn't be part of it. I'm hoping that it will come out of this strong, and hopefully he will be able to live life. And like I said, the doctor said, the procedure was successful. Hopefully, it will get back to what we know him to do. All right, let's leave Diego Armando Maradona and talk about a player on the rise. Let's talk about Danny Ings on the show. Danny Ings of Southampton. Of course, the news is that he's going to be out for up to 6 weeks. And to me, this is a massive blow, not only for the player, but for Southampton, decent player. And as a result of this, he will miss the upcoming international friendlies against Ireland and the Nations League matches against Belgium. But most importantly, I think his club will really miss his services. Danny Ings playing for a club like Southampton, but still, on the evidence of last season, still on a level, scoring goals and mentioning him the same way you mentioned Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Jamie Vardy. And so I think it's going to be a big miss for his club.
Danny Ings, not as people expected. He started the season very well, scoring goals, got called up to the national team. He was doing well, like you know, deserved to be called up to the national team to play in the Nations League as well. And people were quite excited because the Danny Ings that we know, is a quality player and somebody who delivers goals, who has an eye for goals. Although he has not, been doing that in past seasons, at least not in the last two seasons. But this season, something about him just woke up and he started suddenly, scoring goals, and he started very, very well. I mean, pretty well. So this is a blow. This is a blow for Southampton, especially the fact that they are just a team down the pile in the Premier League. So right now, I don't know what they have to do for them to keep up, whether they're going to defend, whether they are going to keep up with their attacking style, which they are trying to do, or they're going to be neutral. That's up to the manager to tweak his formation here and there, and then get results out of it. So you can't say because Danny Ings is injured right now, the team is going to go down. Of course, he's a powerhouse of the team. I mean, they're going to miss him a lot, especially Southampton. But they have to move on. I mean, it's not the first time that is happening. That's football for you. Anything can happen down the line. Everything could be going very well, and before you know it, there's a decline, and then you have to move on. You have to move on without it. So I'm sure they would find a way. They'll find a way.
Okay. All right. We're pressed for time, and let's use the few minutes that we have, couple of minutes, and talk about the UEFA Champions League. So let's just give you, let's look at the situation and allow you comment on some of the results. But let's just see the results on the screen once again as a parting shot. What's going on in the UEFA Champions League? I'm very sure it's going to come up on your screen. So Olamide, I want you to comment on this. All right, we've talked about this one already. Istanbul Başakşehir, Manchester United has ended 2-1. Zenit St. Petersburg and Lazio, they played a 1-1 draw. All right, so let's just see the situation report in the matches currently going on. Let's see if anything has changed. Chelsea playing, Barcelona also involved tonight, RB Leipzig also involved, and let's see if anything has changed in all of those matches. I'm very sure it's going to come up on your screen anymore. But let me just quickly ask you if. Okay, that's it. Let me run through it. Chelsea currently leading 2-0. Sevilla trailing Krasnodar, and Club Brugge still trailing Dortmund in their clash. And let me just quickly ask you, the score lines that you have on screen, the way it is now, which ones do you expect to change? I mean, nothing much has changed. Okay, PSG has scored a goal, and
yes.
So nothing much has really changed. Yeah.
What's the scoreline of PSG? Because I can't really see it.
Okay. PSG leading now just by a goal up against RB Leipzig. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really shock result for us. I mean, for the fact that Neymar is not playing, Mbappe is not playing, and PSG has to depend on Moise Kean to do the job. Of course, the guy is in form right now, but people expect RB Leipzig to win this.
Okay. Game. Don't go too far. Leipzig is just equalized, so maybe you might have to change. They've just equalized, so I guess what you're saying is true.
Okay, so you are probably it's going to be just like what's supposed to be on paper.
All right. So, any other games that you think the scoreline will change? Barcelona is still leading. Juventus still leading. As we prepare to wrap up the show, which ones do you think will change, or you think most of the results will remain like this till the end?
The most particular one, the one I'm most particular about is just that that of PSG. I don't expect them to win today, but let's see. Anything can happen. I expect Barcelona to
To
try
win.
and win. Juventus as well. I expect them to try and win.
Chelsea.
Chelsea should do it. They should do it. I
Okay.
mean, they already started doing it already
Okay.
themselves. So against
All right. All right.
Rennes is not it's not supposed to be tough for them.
Okay. All right. Olamide, unfortunately, we're out of time, and I really enjoyed doing this with you. Hopefully, we get to do this some other time. But first, let me thank you for taking out time to talk with me today.
Thank you so much. A pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right. So that's a wrap on the abridged version of the show today. We're back here again tomorrow. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Bye bye now.